We saw Bayern Munich lift their 6th consecutive Bundesliga title at the weekend with that win away against Augsburg, and it's an incredible run they are on. You take a look at the stats, 159 wins, 502 points. This is since the 2012 season, a goal difference of plus 398. So we've seen Bayern doing it, PSG doing it, Juventus looks set to do it as well. An interesting quote from Chiellini regarding the prospect of a Super League. With respect for the smaller teams, Juve fans want to see Madrid, United, Barca, PSG. Imagine a Sunday with a Juve Madrid, a City Barca and an Atleti Liverpool. He continues, it will be the biggest show in the world, more than the Super Bowl, because there is no mass phenomenon like football. He's got a point, hasn't he?
No.
Why not?
Well, because he's not interested in the game of football. You know, he's talking about a small section of fans around the world who are going to be able to go and see these games. What about all the other teams? What about all the other fans around the world who maybe don't get the opportunity very often to see some of the big teams? And if you do this, if you have this sort of league, some teams will never see the so-called big boys ever.
But it feels inevitable, doesn't it,
Yeah, it does, worryingly. Let me say first off, I am not at all in favour of any kind of European Super League. I hate the idea, I hate the prospect. But I think this has been a long time coming. This has been coming for over 10 years. Ever since the English Premier League floated the idea of this 39th game or whatever ridiculousness it was a decade ago. I think quietly but surely people have been planning behind the scenes. 10 years ago, if you floated the idea of a European Super League, PSG wouldn't be in it, Manchester City wouldn't be in it. This is why you see these oil-rich owners coming and buying clubs for the money that they are and spending the kind of money that they've done over recent years, because it's coming. And I think football at the top end wants it, are pushing for it, but I think it's at the detriment of every other aspect of the game.
But you're still going to have your respective leagues in the countries. You just won't have the big teams because they'll be playing in this Super League every weekend. So football will still be available.
So basically we've got that already in the Champions League, are we not? You know, the way they've set the Champions League out is to make sure that the big guys get to the end of the competition. And that's what we've got right now. So what's the difference?
What we will get is one big league and everybody else being relegated to virtual semi-professional status.
Because Shaq, that's dramatic. You're still going to have professional football in each league, aren't you?
Yes, but how many people, what kind of interest is going to be generated outside of this European Super League? Will there be enough interest generated to keep up Southampton afloat? Because let's keep in mind, the beauty of the Premier League, as much money as it brings in from TV rights, is the distribution of that money far more evenly than it is in many other leagues in Europe. So now all of a sudden you take that revenue stream away. I'm not sure that the likes of, let's say, Southampton can enjoy the status that they are now. It's only downhill for that type of club going forward.
You've got 4 tiers of English football that maintain a professional league. Surely that will still happen. You'll still promote grassroots football. Just this way, it's more entertaining for the neutral fans, I suppose, around the world.
And again, I'm going to disagree with you and say that it's entertaining for a small section of fans.
Well, for everyone, surely. You're going to be entertained by it.
You're going to go... I mean, it's great.
How can you not be entertained by it?
Eventually, we're going to go... Oh, we've seen this again. How many classicals can you watch in one year?
So you prefer to see Manchester United-Brighton than you would Manchester United-Juve?
That's what the game's all about, Dan. It's not just the rich ones and the big guys who matter. Everybody matters. Everybody should matter. And if you put this together, you can forget the rest. All the best.
But how can you keep trying to sell a product in which the same team always wins every year?
Well, then adjust your product.